Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video, and the update is coming! The major update has been officially teased to be launched in a few days, as per the man himself, Yoshi. And we also got a small update today in preparation for the major update. One thing you'll notice immediately, the Christmas decorations are gone. Oh no, the hideout looks a little bit more plain. And the Hideout has also received some additional teasers for some of the new heroes that are coming in the new update, which will be very, very exciting indeed. But today, I just want to cover what we actually got in this small update. So first and foremost, in terms of the Hideout, yeah, all the Christmas decorations are gone, the boxes are back to normal, everything looks as per usual again. Although some changes have been made. This guy is now glowing, so that's a little ominous. And I don't know if this lamp here, this little, like, smoky thing, or this skull are new, but they did include some teasers for the new heroes in the Hideout. And the most prominent one that people have noticed is the sword up here in the cabinet behind Viscus right here. So that looks like a pretty cool new teaser for an upcoming hero. And I guess we'll just find out in a couple of days. But yeah, everything in here is back to normal. The boxes look the same. I don't know why there are pumpkins up there, though. But yeah, let's talk about the actual more important substantive changes that they've made. As always, a link to the patch notes will be in the description down below, and you're going to have to scroll all the way down to the bottom for the latest set of changes, because they posted them on the same post from the December update. So first and foremost, the respawn time for characters has seen a little bit of an adjustment. So at 19 minutes, the respawn time has been reduced from 35 seconds to 30 seconds, and the respawn time at 30 minutes has been reduced from 75 seconds to 70 seconds. Sounds good on paper, you get back into the action faster. However, if you find yourself frequently being the carry and having way more souls than everyone else in the lobby, then this update just got a lot worse for you, because you now have a longer respawn time if you die and are meaningfully richer than the enemy team's average net worth. It scales from plus 6 seconds to a plus 22 seconds penalty, and this is based on the net worth being 15 to 30% higher, and the game time being 10 to 25 minutes. And if you're under 15% net worth or 10 minutes, then nothing will happen, your respawn time will be the same. So once you reach the mid-game, if you are substantially farther ahead than the enemies, it means that they have more of a reward for killing you because you're going to be taken out of the fight for longer. And if you do see a super hard carry hero on the enemy team who's at, like, 5 or 6k souls above the lobby average, then it's very important that you try and group up on them and kill them. Maybe by a curse them, and then just take them out of the fight, because that is going to be a significant setback. I mean, up to a 22 seconds penalty is insane. That's a lot of extra time to not be fighting other players or farming, defending objectives, anything like that. So this is a very big change. But if you are someone who tends to be around average or at the bottom of your lobbies most often, then yeah, you actually will just respawn faster now this update, get more time farming and fighting, and it should be great. So let's head back into New York City for the next major change here, which has to do with NPC camps. First of all, hey, their default models are back. I actually forgot they looked like this because we spent so much time with the Christmas models, so that took a little bit of getting used to. But yeah, these have gotten a very significant change. So their respawn time, health, and value have all been reduced by 30%. What does this mean? Well, they have 30% less health, so it's easier to kill them. And they respawn 30% faster now, so they will be up more frequently, and you'll have more farm on the map to be collecting at all times. However, they are now worth 30% fewer souls. So to compensate for them being more accessible and just more plentiful throughout the map, they are worth a little bit less. But this is honestly just a change that benefits everybody, because if you're someone who's bad at farming, it's now easier to take a little bit of farm for yourself. If you're someone who's good at farming, then you're going to sweep up all the farm on the map even easier, and it'll respawn faster, so there'll be more for you to farm. And so this, I think, will hopefully end up being a good change for just about every character, although you could maybe see it favoring characters like Seven a little bit harder, in the sense that they clear camps so fast, and so a 30% reduction in health and 30% more respawn time might mean that those characters could snowball a little bit more. That would be my one major fear, but otherwise, I like the idea of this change just on the surface here. Let's talk about the Spirit Urn now. This has received some changes. First of all, check this out. Bonk! You can force him to drop the Spirit Urn now with just a light melee. Light melees are all that's required to knock the urn out of someone's hands. That's a pretty major change by itself. And they also made it so that the urn pickup channel time is reset if you get melees. So I just keep punching this Infernus, I kill him, and he never got to pick up the Soul Urn because I was constantly refreshing him here. So it's a bit easier, I suppose, to contest the urn. You can also no longer parry while channeling to pick up the urn. So if I go ahead and do this, spam F, I can't parry. So yeah, there's no way to block this. You are just going to get meleeed if you are trying to pick up the urn. They reduced the carrier resistances by 20%, by the way. Previously, you had 50% bullet and spirit resist while carrying the urn. That's dropped down to 30%. And then finally, the change that confused me a little bit on the surface when I was just reading it, the urn no longer requires a drop-off channel time. What I originally thought this meant, because I, call the area where you drop off the urn the drop-off location, right? It just makes sense. So, because of that wording, I figured, oh, it means that you can just instantly put in the urn now. There's no channel time here. Oh! And there is no channel time. Wait, so that was a bug. Dude, okay. When the update... Oh my god, I was losing my mind. When the update first dropped, okay, we went into the shooting range here, we went into the sandbox, and we tested this, and there was a very clear drop-off time. You still had to channel to drop off the urn, but I guess you are allowed to just freaking instantly put it in. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it does mean what I thought it meant. I thought, and what Chad eventually decided on, was that if you drop the urn, there's no window of time where you're disabled from picking it up. But let me just test that again to make sure I'm not going crazy here. Yeah, what we did think it meant was that, oh, you can just drop the urn and then pick it up again, and then drop the urn and then pick it up again, spam that. That's what we thought it meant, but no, it looks like it might have genuinely been bugged and that this is actually the intended mechanics. Let me try this again. Okay, so walk on over with the urn, and... So it was just bugged on release. Classic Valve, thanks a lot. So yeah, this is also a huge deal for the Spirit Urn, and it means that you're going to have to interrupt the Solar Urn in transit now. You're not allowed to actually contest the Solar Urn once someone drops it off. Whoever drops it off, they put the urn in instantly, and then you just have to shoot the souls that come out. But otherwise, yeah, you have to knock it out of their hands before they reach the drop-off location, and it is a lot easier to knock it out now. So it should result, honestly, in more dynamic fights where the Spirit Urn could be anywhere on the map, someone's just trying to walk it on over, and then they get ganked. So the strategies around this are definitely going to have to change. I can't believe I got by a bug, man. That's crazy. Finally, let's take a look at the actual balance changes, of which there are only 3. Yoshi finally released a patch, called it a small update, and was right, and it wasn't actually filled with several pages of balance changes. Oh my goodness. So, first of all, here's a mechanic that I actually bet a lot of people in my audience don't know about, especially if you're in the lower ranks, because it hardly ever gets used, and that is the down dash. You see, if you actually press Control twice like this, you do a downwards dash, and previously that would cost a full stamina just like a regular dash, but since nobody uses it, they actually made it only cost half a stamina now, which probably isn't going to change much in the grand scheme of things, but if you're someone who knows how to dribble with Viscous, then all of a sudden that got a lot better. Now, I don't actually know how to dribble with Viscous, which might surprise some of you, considering how much I play him. I just never bothered to learn it. Maybe I should do that now. Next up, though, they made a change to the healing zone in Spawn, which now significantly increases the rate at which you generate stamina. As you can see, it generates much faster. If I go ahead and leave Spawn again, and then just burn all my stamina, see how slow that's generating, and then I pop into the healing zone, and look at how much faster it goes. So just a nice little quality of life change, especially for the defenders who take a quick second to pop back into base. And lastly, it finally happened. Kinetic Dash, well, supposedly got nerfed. Although it doesn't look like it from the UI description, and yeah. I don't know, maybe this is also bugged. I mean, wouldn't surprise me. It seems like it's also bugged. It's still giving me 8 ammo. Okay, well, on the patch notes, it says that Kinetic Dash is supposed to have 6 ammo instead of 8. But clearly it's still giving 8. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to need another hotfix to fix that. But hopefully by the time this video comes out, or possibly a little bit later, Kinetic Dash will be properly nerfed. And it's had a nerf coming for a long time now. Like, this item has been OP for months! I'm surprised it took them this long. And also, I'm surprised that they didn't nerf the fire rate rather than the ammo. But I guess they wanted to make the ammo economy a little bit worse on this item. But that 30% fire rate and the extra stamina is still super juicy. So that's going to do it for this update. Let me know what you think about the changes in the comments section down below. And if you want to see what I think's going to end up coming in the next major Deadlock update, then I do also have a video about that on the channel. So go check that out. And also, while you're down there, make sure to drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos from me. I'm going to be covering all of the news regarding the update when it comes out, so you won't want to miss out on that. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.